Yours truly, Diamond K, in here for RadioOnFire.com. Thank you for joining me. Now, rapper Kevin Gates, a lot of hot songs, good fan base, really doing something. But clearly, he has a couple of issues. I would say a temper problem is probably one of them. I'm not even going to get into the fact about the wife, the cousin, that whole thing. He was sentenced to 180 days in the Polk County Jail with credit for any time served and fines and court costs and all of that in relationship to a assault that he was convicted of. The 18-year-old that he assaulted, Miranda Dixon, grabbed on his pants during a concert back in August of last year, August 2015, at Rumors nightclub in Lakeland, Florida. Now, so he's on stage, and there's video of this. He's on stage. The woman, the young 18-year-old, grabs his pants. She's like on the front row. And he responds by kicking her in the chest hard enough for her to be admitted to the hospital. I mean, she had to undergo a CT scan and all of that. What kind of, I don't understand the mentality there. Somebody that's on the front row of your concert, this wasn't a guy. This wasn't, he wasn't in fear for his life or anything like that. But some woman who's on the front row of your concert is a fan. She's a diehard fan. She wanted to get close enough to you to be on the front row. So she's one of your diehard fans. She grabs your pants, right? Okay, so if she, let's just say she was grabbing his dick. It doesn't appear like that. It just seems like a screaming fan. Even if she was grabbing your dick, you don't kick her in the fucking chest. I mean, that is just crazy. If you felt she was annoying you or anything like that, you could have had her thrown out. I mean, you could have said something on the mic. I mean, you know, hey, sweetheart, you ain't got to grab my pants. You ain't got, you know, whatever. You could have said a lot of things. But you chose to kick one of your diehard fans in the chest, a woman at that. Crazy to me. But, you know, I talked about this with a couple of people, and I think that we need to boycott Kevin Gates. He doesn't seem to see any error in his ways. And let's talk a little bit about what him and his attorney were trying to do, which I thought was madness. During a previous hearing about this case, he did admit to kicking Dixon, but attempted to have the charges dropped using the stand your ground defense. Now, that is trying to give the impression that you felt like you were in danger. This is a fan of yours, Kevin Gates. I mean, that argument fell on deaf ears. He was found guilty in less than 2 hours. But if we're going to fire Ray Rice for assaulting his wife and the numerous people that have been involved in battery against women, assaults on women, we take that very seriously. This man kicked this woman in the chest. And this is not the first time that he's assaulted somebody. I don't see how we can support his music. He hasn't even apologized or shown any type of remorse for what he's done. So I feel that we should boycott his music. Potentially, I mean, should we? Should we allow this? If this was your sister, if this was your mother, if this was your niece, if this was your girlfriend, and this is how he responded, how would you feel about that? Now, we flip it the other way, right? Let's say that Kevin Gates was a woman and the person was a man, right, that grabbed her pants. And let's say it was Beyonce, and Beyonce kicks the male fan in the chest. Would that still be wrong? Absolutely. It still would be wrong. And I think that charges should have been filed if it was the other way around. It's not just because it's a man, but definitely because it's a man. But let me know your thoughts. Is it too much for me to say that we should ban Kevin Gates' music until he issues an apology? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at The Diamond K Show. And as always, radioonfire.com. New episodes of The Diamond K Show drop daily. Make sure you subscribe so you never miss an episode.